Okie dokie, good morning folks. Wednesday morning it is and live class is in, ready to go. All right, Wednesday morning. Oh, this is the one where we do Tabata rounds. So those pairs of exercises back to back between the two, 25 seconds of each, 8 rounds altogether. It's that one. It's a simple workout, it's effective, and if you want to sub out any of the exercises that I put in, you can do something different. That's it. Simple workout, the whole body's going to get worked. Team, Wednesday morning, are we ready for this? We're going to start out with a 1 minute warm-up. That is all. It's a genuine 1 minute. I'm using the timer this week. We're going for 1 minute. Grab your dumbbells, squat to press movement with the dumbbells, all right? Ready, shallow squats, easy press. 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. Shallow squat, easy press to begin with. Waking the body up. All right, we're away. Good. All right, live class, just limbering up, just getting moving. Finishing the cup of tea. All right, so easy squat, easy press, depth of breath. So 1 minute here, some stretches, and then straight into the first round of Tabata. Right, let's deepen that squat a little bit, even if it means slowing down the tempo of movement. Good. All right, live class. Are we all moving here? We are, yes, good, good, good. Nice. All right, deepen that squat even more if you can, towards that full range of movement. Lengthen that press at the top. Coming up to 1 minute. One more rep after this one. And there, okay, good. Dumbbells down. All right. Okay, team, let's just take it through that sun salutation sequence as a stretch. So shoulders come down. Breathe, taking a few breaths here. We're going to reach up high and hold that stretch high. Taking a few breaths here as well, allowing that cycle of breath to lengthen the body. And then circling the arms around, folding forwards from the waist. Gently stretching down towards the toes, and again a few cycles of the breath here. Feeling that length to the back of the legs and that release through the length of the spine. Unweighting the head, unweighting the neck, unweighting the shoulders. And then bring that halfway up to that flat back position. That energy of readiness. Good. Shoulders sinking down. Lengthening through the neck. All right, refold down towards the floor. Hands come on the floor. We can step it back into a high plank position. And then let's take it into a gentle back extension. We drop the knees, we drop the forearms, we lower the hips and gently shine the chest forwards into Sphinx pose. Shoulder blades down, lengthening through the legs. Right, and from there, lifting the hips up onto the hands, tucking the toes, hips coming up into a downward facing dog. Nice. So long through the arms. Breathing into that tension and releasing on the exhale. Good. All right, so from there, remembering that halfway lift position, walking forwards towards the hands, halfway lift, flatten out and lengthen the back, refold down to the toes, and then rebuild all the way up high, and circle round. All right, again, inhale, reach high, exhale, circle round to the toes, inhale, halfway up, exhale down to the floor and lower down either into Sphinx pose or push forwards into upward facing dog or cobra, and then lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Right, let's take it through our runner's lunge sequence of stretches. So left foot this time is going to step forwards into a long runner's lunge. Perhaps bring that left forearm onto the left knee, shine the chest forwards, lengthen that back leg. Really bring some length through those limbs. through that extended right arm, that extended right leg. All right, a rotation from here, flatten the right hand on the floor, reach up with the left. Nice, feel how the shoulder blades stay down the back. Good. That extended left arm, can we circle it around, send it forwards? So bringing length from the fingertips right through to the foot, through the torso. Good, that extended left arm refines the left knee, flatten the back foot, and then reach up with the right and over in line with the body. There. Good, let's resettle those shoulder blades down so that always going to have that tendency to lift up. Resettle the shoulder blades. Okay, good. Right hand finds right hip and reach up with the left. There. All right, and down to warrior two. Lengthen, open, sink low into that stance. Good. Send it forwards, left arm, left knee, reach up and over again, and then circle around, refine the floor, long supported runner's lunge. Left hand finds the floor, step back into high plank. Good. And lift up the hips into downward facing dog. All right, so hopefully you're feeling a familiarity with this sort of sequence. Good, so same thing on the other side, stepping forwards with the right foot, long runner's lunge. Right forearm, right knee, find that support and lengthen. Lifting the chest up to shine forwards perhaps. Oh, feel how that opens out the energy. Open through the chest and shoulder. Rotation, left hand flattens on the floor, right arm reaches. Lovely, good. And then circling that arm around, sending it forwards, length. Good, right arm refines right knee, flatten the back foot, reach up with the left. Good. Perhaps reaching over and forwards so you bring that arm in line with the torso, in line with the back leg. Feel that lengthening through the side body, that expansion through the ribs. All right, extended left arm, that left hand finds the left hip, right arm reaches high. Arms to the horizontal, down into warrior two. Settle in. Breathe, soften the shoulders. And then send it forwards, right arm refines right knee, reach up and over. Circling around, the hand finds the floor, back to that supported runner's lunge. Right hand comes down, left foot stays back, right foot goes back to join it. High plank position. Lift up into downward facing dog. Breathe. Right, hold this here for a few cycles of the breath. We've got our Tabata intervals coming up. All right, so pairs of exercises. The idea is that they're exercises that you know challenge you, but you can do in a way that feels good, that feels like it's working in a helpful way. All right, step forwards towards the hands, halfway lift. Refold down to the toes and rebuild all the way up high. And circle those arms around. All right, team. Warmed up, woken up, ready to work. So we're going into our rounds of Tabata. Our first one, pair of exercises, we had a shoulder press in lunge position. Dumbbells were here, we went into a shoulder press. We paired this up with a squat and knee drive movement, like so. That's our first pair of exercises. We're sticking with it unless you need to make any changes. So my timer should be set up, we're good to go. 25 seconds work, 10 seconds rest in between sets. Grab your dumbbells. Decide what you're doing. Are you ready, team? Going in 5. So we step back into lunge position, back up straight. Dumbbells come up and away we go. So shoulder press position here. Legs in lunge. You can lower down into that lunge if you want to make the legs work harder. Good. 10 seconds left here, so they're quick intervals. Nice. All right, remember which leg is back so that next time we get to this, you can switch sides. Squat to knee drive coming up, There's the change. Dumbbells go down. Setting up for this squat to knee drive. So this is that dynamic one. Ready, 5 seconds. Squat to knee drive. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat to knee drive. All right, we did loads of squats on Monday, didn't we? Oh, I can feel a little bit of that fatigue in the legs. 10 seconds left here. So quick intervals, getting that heart rate up, bringing that work into the legs. Shoulder press in lunge after this. There's the change. Dumbbells, making sure we switch legs. Back up straight. Arms in start position. Go. Good. All right, team, so making sure these movements are helpful for you, as in the posture that they're reinforcing, the alignment that you're strengthening, the range of movement through the shoulders that you're developing. Good. Yep, movement's looking strong out there. Oh, there's the change. Carefully down with those dumbbells, ready for this squat. Squat to knee drive. Oh, 10 seconds is loads of recovery, isn't it? Go. Good. Yeah, so how dynamic can you make that knee drive after holding that static squat? Dynamic with the legs. That other elbow travels back the way, or that other shoulder, sorry, travels back the way. There's the change. All right, halfway through. Step back, lunge position. Up we go, and go. Nice team, good, keep it going. 10 seconds. Keep it strong. There's the change. All right, squat, knee drive coming up again. One more set of those shoulder presses left. Stand tall, shoulders down, ready, go. Definitely feeling those legs working. Nice. Five seconds. Good team, yes. There's a change. All right, last set. We step back. There's that lunge position. Arms up. Go. Tidy it up, keep that intensity high. 8 seconds left. Last set of squat knee drive to finish this Tabata. Oh, there's the change. Down they go. Squat knee drive. Stand tall. Ready for this? Of course we are. Go. Yep, good. All right, embracing that springiness that we have in those legs. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And that's it. Whoa, all right, that was pretty tough on the legs, wasn't it? Good. All right, we're moving straight on. We've got another Tabata set. Different muscle groups working here. And we're down on the floor, so the legs can take a little bit of a breather. We've got that funny chest press combination. Remember in here, we were doing that chest press with the leg extension. All right, so it's less about lifting heavy weights and more about coordinating that movement, engaging through the core, perhaps lifting the head and shoulders from the start this time, bringing more work into those abs. And then we've got this bridge variation. either hip lift up, you can do the kick-ups, or we did that hip hover and the knee drive here. All right, so some options there to play about with. Either way, team, we've got to get going. Set up, chest press, going in 5. So the knees come up to tabletop, arms vertical. As we lower, we lengthen the leg. That's the timer started. Yeah. All right, so this is probably going to feel a bit more manageable after those squat knee drives. So find a way of making this challenging. Head and shoulders might lift. Maybe it's the focus that you put into the movement. There's a change. Feet come down, hips come up. Hold that bridge position. Decide what you're going to do, what's going to be most helpful for you for working that posterior chain. Go. Alright, so if you're doing this funny kind of knee drive in hovering bridge position, feel how the hip flexor works to drive that knee up, but then that posterior chain kicks in to keep the hips lifted. There's the change. Right, set up, chest press, knees to tabletop, head and shoulders lifted if you like. Right, if this is easy, you could extend one leg, extend the other leg, and then keep the legs extended, and rather than, how am I going to describe this? Rather than one staying in tabletop, one stays lengthened. Oh, that makes it a lot harder. I'm not sure I can do that. All right, if you're more capable of that than I am, you can stick with that one. I'm going to go back to our regular way of doing this. Oh, there's the change. All right, hips up, bridge position. Getting ready for this one. All right, so again, making sure this movement is helpful for you. 25 seconds, we're away. Five seconds. There's the change. Right, back into the shoulder press. Chest press, sorry. Knees lifted. Head and shoulders might be lifted. Away we go. Okay, dial into that movement. Do you know what? I'm going to let the head and shoulders come back down now. I want to focus on lengthening that leg. So it's a smooth movement from the hip. One knee stays absolutely still. So sometimes, even though the lift isn't a maximum lift, it's like you're training that range of movement, that muscle firing. There's the change, feet come down. And on this one, I think I'm going to switch this to kick-ups. So the hips are going to stay lifted. And kick-ups high. And again, reinforcing the smoothness of that movement. The ability to lift and lengthen one leg whilst keeping the hips strong and stable. To stretch through that hip flexor and work through the glutes. There's the change again. Right, I think last set of each here. Arms to the vertical, chest press position. Knees come up. And away we go. So unless you're lifting the head and shoulders, the spine stays in neutral all the time on this one. Good, and there's the change. Hips come up. I'm going to stick with this kick up. Again, if you want to do something slightly different, go for it. Here we go, 25 seconds. And there's time. All right, and lower down. Good work, team. All right, we're going to stay down on the mat for a little while here. Okay, so good news. I think that's Tabata done. Might just squeeze in a little bonus round at the end. Bad news is we've got 100 repetitions to do. 100 press-ups. All right, we did this last time. It is possible. I'm going to place hands on the floor below the shoulders. All right, now team, before we start, if you do want to do something different, if that's going to work better for you, go for it. But if you can get some sort of strength, some sort of helpful strengthening out of this press-up movement, stick with it. We're doing small movements. I'm going on the knees right from the start here. It's going to be a small movement, high tempo. All right. Do you want me to show you a quick set of 5 like this? This kind of movement, small movements just at the top. So lengthen the arms, drop the shoulder blades down the back. We're doing 25 reps to begin with, going in 3, 2, 1, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's your tempo. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold those arms long. Re-soften the shoulder blades down the back. Give me another 10 reps with a slightly bigger range of movement, so slightly deeper into this press up. Take it down, push up. 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, bring the body up, shake out the arms. So we're at 35 reps. All right, same thing coming up. 25 reps quick, 10 reps just a little bit deeper. Good, stretch high. Circle around, refine the floor. Shoulders over hands, walk the knees back. Soften the shoulder blades down the back. 25 reps, quick movements. 3, 2, 1, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lengthen the arms, shoulders still over hands. 10 reps a little bit deeper. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up, shake out the arms. We're at 70 already, just like that. All right. So, how are we going to finish this off? Let's do a straight set of 30 reps. And let's go progressively deeper. I'm not sure that makes sense as the arms are getting more tired, but let's do it anyway. So, hands below shoulders. So first 10 are going to be smallest movements, a little bit deeper, and then a little bit deeper again. It's going to take us up to 100. Set up. Small movements to begin with, going in 3, 2, 1, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deeper. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Deeper still. 21, 2, 3, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Amazing. All right, good work, team. Up you get, up to your feet. All right, turns out I was not quite lying, but we do have another Tabata, but I'm going to cut it slightly short. All right, team, while you get your breath back, here we go. All right, ready. Dumbbells back. Oh, going in 5, standing shoulder press on a single leg. Standing shoulder press on a single leg. Ready? Go. Come on, let's go. Oh, nice work, live class. Yes. Quick off the mark. It's a standing shoulder press on a single leg. Just like that. Brilliant. You're well trained. Okay, and down. Step back lunges coming up. So step back lunges. This is the recovery time, by the way. So just building that up. Ready. Step back lunges for real. And go. So the intervals here are slightly shorter. 20 seconds. And there's only 6 of them. And this is the last one, I promise. All right, good. Last few seconds, then it's standing shoulder press on the other single leg. Arms up, balance. Have we switched legs? All right, it's too late to change now. Go. Standing shoulder press. Lovely. Nice work, team. There's the change. Step back lunges. Let's build that up. All right. So here we go. 20 seconds, and we're away. Step back lunges. So 2 intervals to go, and that is us finished for this Wednesday morning. Team, finishing strong. Sort out those lunges. What's going on? Alright, there's the change. Right, rather than single leg, we're going to go wide leg. Legs wide, arms come up into shoulder press position. Lengthen the legs, drop the shoulder blades, shoulder press. Legs lengthened. Oh, I hope you're feeling this in the arms and shoulders as well. There's the change. Right, last 20 seconds of work to finish. All right, I'm going to keep hold of the dumbbells. Step back lunges, let's get it moving. Here we go, last set. 20 seconds of work. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All right. And there is time. All right, team. How are we doing? 7:59. Perfect. All right, shake out those arms, kick out those legs. Whew, all right. Simple format, but pretty intense. All right, feet wide. Can we stretch up and over? Oh, I can barely lift that arm. All right, up and over. Bring that stretch through the side body. Bring it around the other way. Reaching up, reaching over. Back to center, both arms up high. And then circle around, fold from the waist, reach down towards the floor. Stretching through the back of the legs. Rebuild it all the way up. One last reach up high. Circle around and relax. All right, team, spend longer stretching if you've got time just now, and I will see you back in Friday morning, 7:30. We've got a stretch restorative class on Friday. I'll see you there. All right, have a good Wednesday. See you on Friday.